From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to Browns and the New York Jets. Here's the former Sooner Austin Seibert to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Jackson from the shotgun. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Okay, now 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 36. 79 Broncos.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield.
At the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Hundley. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 28 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Cyber it on for the point after.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check. Cross.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Mike's 50. Let's go one more.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, Mike. 50. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
Jackson.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
You go take. You go get it.
And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 24. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
24-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. This time Jackson will throw it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now Hundley. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Jets 7, Browns 6.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Gain of 26 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And that'll bring up second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Hundley. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Cleveland.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Short of the goal line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scored. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Hunt going to run for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game.
Austin Seibert to kick off 4th.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started.
He's got it at the 15. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15.
First and 10 at the 11.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11.
He's checking crowd. Hey, check crowd.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Second and 9.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now second and 9 from the 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
Number 34.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change the name, how about your respect? You're the morning when I get expecting nothing back. In fact, I'm not upside down.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Watch out. Check 52.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front. And now you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Second and 10. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Higgins. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
LOL.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away.
Of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action? I
think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And incomplete on the deep ball. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll find a man. That's Landry. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. I
think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Jackson's
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 27. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Check. Lucky.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
At the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the boot. Match 50. Check back. Switch.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They're pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 6. Put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by John Johnson. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Damn.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
All day, dog. Check nickel.
LOL.
Kill.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. More than that.
So that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Third quarter of the season opener.
Let him know. 50. Let's go, D.
Operating from the gun. Jackson looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
At the 1-yard line.
Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them
How
away.
are you good with
And
the
whether the receiver has to elevate,
Man shrugging. Emoji man shrugging. I can't believe this, David Miller. It's a massacre.
Here we go. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. There you are. Back to 60. Alert 3.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the
Emoji
2.
rolling on the floor laughing. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing. Emoji rolling on the floor
this
laughing.
defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Big play coming here. Boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
And goal.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of. Here's it. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter, maybe. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Over the middle to Beckham. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Landry. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On 1st down, it's Harrington. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check 50, check 50. Switch, switch, switch. Out, 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 out.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
31-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check three.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Get off the field. Look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Good game.
So it's a victory here for. And been too long, and it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Jets, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
LOL.